good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a man who splits opinion, David Luiz. Is he a midfielder or a defender? I would say the former, because he has an impetuous streak that can't be trusted at the back, but full of Brazilian flair, and what a shot.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Out towards the flank. Mahrez plays it in. Maitland-Niles is there, and he can get that clear. Granit Xhaka. Ceballos. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang plays it out to the flank. Maitland-Niles plotting from out on the right-hand side. Loose ball, who's going to get there? That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Gundogan plays it forward.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Mesut Ozil. Pepe. Out to the right. Gets up to head it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Aubameyang simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
And it's Mahrez. Kyle Walker. Manchester City still to register a shot on target. It's Gundogan! Pepe.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
He hits it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Sterling. Silva. Ceballos. Martinelli. David Luiz. Luiz switches it towards the other side. Dinks one in. Pepe has a hit! It's in! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Arsenal take the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
And it's Sterling. Out to the left it goes. In it comes. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. And he just whacks it away. Now it's Mahrez. Granit Xhaka. Hoists it forward. Manchester City are trailing here with the first half almost done. Saka. Saka. Otamendi. Oh, he's not going to get that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Gets wrestled off the ball. Silva. Mahrez. Sterling. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but it still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Manchester City don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Pepe. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Silva. Manchester City getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Zinchenko pushes to get on the end of it. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's played forward. Otamendi. Fernandinho. Silva. Kyle Walker. Silva. Aubameyang, who's set up one goal so far. Manchester City still this single goal behind. Kyle Walker. Walker goes looking. He goes long, looking for space out wide. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Oh, it's Gundogan. Surely a shot.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Sane conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. And it's Gundogan. Mesut Ozil. Pepe, who has made his impact already. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Gundogan. Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester City are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Luis plays it over to the other flank. Mesut Ozil. Gundogan tries to get it forward quickly. Silva. Gundogan. Walker. And here's Sané. A really good feat. Gundogan pings it out wide. Time for a change in personnel. Martinelli. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Aguero! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
And it's Sterling. And here's Aguero. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
He's and Aubameyang! And he gobbles up the chance. And with that goal comes comfort. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Keeps everyone guessing. Now it's Silva. Mondi. Bernardo Silva. Oh, sweet feet. Bernardo Silva! That's a great exchange.
Bernardo Silva quickly pounced onto that. It was very nicely worked.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Fernandinho, Kyle Walker, Bernardo Silva, and it's Sané. Across the field it goes. Now it's Sterling. Fernandinho. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Aubameyang. David Luiz. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, this hurts, the pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learnt from it all when they regroup. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Manchester City never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. Shocking, really.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.